Hey guys, Alden here. We are back with Season 4, the final season of Black Lightning, Episode 2. Last episode definitely started us off in a very down spot for the Pierce family. Especially Jefferson. I'm honestly very concerned about his emotional well-being because he's making a lot of emotional decisions that are not just jeopardize himself, but his family, outright attacking people outside in the open with his powers, without his suit, without his disguise, just really, really doing some like irrational things here out of his despair over Henderson, over everything that's happened in the last few years. Of course, everything that's going on with his family. And of course, now Tobias Whale showing back up and as a positive public figure in Freeland, there's a lot of things weighing down on him. And he's in a really dark place right now. And it's making me quite sad because he's a character you go to and look up to for his outlook, for his optimism, for his inspiration. And it honestly, it did pain me quite a bit, like last episode, to see some of the things he was doing, some of the things he was feeling, and some of the things he was saying. It's like, oh, Jefferson, my boy, no, I want you to be okay. Jennifer got dropped and is in a interesting situation. Her powers that where we left off last episode shut off while she was mid-flight, gathering energy up in the atmosphere, and her powers fritzed out after she got shot with that metagun that the 100 had equipped some of their people with when they set up this kind of trap for her and Nyssa, since they've been hitting a bunch of their meats and making themselves a target. This time they prepared, and like Jefferson has said, like maybe they shouldn't be going out there, but then again, he's not out there with them. You've got Lynn doing her own thing, like shooting up a bunch of metahuman serum, giving herself powers, testing different abilities on her. Last time we saw her, she was using Gravedigger's ability to push people's and push her will onto other people. And she was stopping like this crime as well. And now she's like maybe manipulating Jefferson. I really, it's just, it's so upsetting, in like the right kind of way, because I care about these characters and I care about their well-being. It's not like I'm upset at the show or anything like that. It just gives me concern for these characters, especially with it being the final season. I really hope that they all end in a positive place before we say our goodbyes to this show. Anyway, guys, that's been my intro to this. Just as a reminder, full unedited reactions are available on my Patreon, or if you become a member here, whichever one's easier for you. That's if you are interested in it at all. It just helps support the channel. But that being said, let's go ahead and dive into episode 2. Here we go. Book of Reconstruction. Uh-oh. Chapter 2, Unacceptable Losses.
This is Chief Lopez. There's too much blood on the streets of Freeland.
And those streets don't belong to the 100 gang or the Cobra Cartel.
The metahumans who plague our city.
I have obtained next generation DEGs. My officers will never be outgunned by metahumans again.
I mean, realistically, it depends on the ability that they have. My power's flickering right now, so hopefully we make it through this recording.
Last night I saw a superhero, he was black. He said, "This is for the streets. Black Lightning's back."
Oh. Oh. Shoots as good as she looks.
You know destiny coming.
Let her. And that lightning. She got too much power.
So what you want to do?
Oh yeah, where is Jed right now?
EGs to kill matters.
Speaking of.
There won't be no peace until there's one power in Freeland. I'm gonna kill until that power is me.
I'm not ready, man. Anderson, man, you are my best friend.
Jeff? I thought you were coming down to the couch. Are you...
No, I'm going to take a shower.
What were you doing out there?
So tell me more about you. What do you like doing?
You mean like hobbies? I don't have any. I mean, I have my work and I have my family and that's it.
Is that enough?
Don't think so.
Finally. Are you finished? I had my serum tweaked to insulate my skin, so that was like doo-doo off a duck's bag.
Oh
I
shit.
wish you I'd calm down, Jefferson.
So no matter what everybody else thinks, I know who you are.
I know who and what you are, too. And I have to wonder why I haven't seen your blistering black ass playing dress up lately.
I don't need a suit to kick your ass.
I'm gonna take away each and everything you love. But it's no fun if you don't fight back.
Mm-hmm. This is not going to be a good season for Jeff.
Shift's over. Any interest in grabbing a strictly platonic drink?
I can't, but thanks anyway.
Oh.
Oh, I can't deal with this now. Hey, Darius, wait up.
Change your mind?
What? What? I'm confused. What the fuck? I don't understand what just happened. I mean, Grace was awake. That's an improvement from what we saw last time, right? And then she's just kind of like, fuck this. What? Somebody fill me in. Please.
I had to put my dog down recently, so
Oh.
we're being home.
I'm sorry.
Rusty was sick the whole last year of his life. Just wondered if I did the right thing waiting so long.
It's hard because it's like you don't want to give up, but at some point it's like, come on.
You're not talking about putting Grace down. What? Is that what I heard? Is that what, am I misinterpreting that? Or is that just setting up the conversation to make me think that? What the
Wait, hold up. There's a shootout around the corner. I gotta go. People might be hurt.
Right, we are doctors. I guess I should go with you.
Okay, I guess.
She's gonna blow her cover? I mean, that's... whatever, we'll see how that goes.
A shootout at 3rd and Harper.
The restaurants and bars over there, it'll be a bloodbath.
All right, I gotta go.
Is this gonna be your hobby? Helping her daughters fight crime?
Drop the gats and go. Or you're all going down.
Oh! She definitely needs to get that looked at. That was like right... That looked like I was like right in the artery. Where's Gamby? Then again, she could just like heal, I guess. It also heals her suit.
Thank you, Mona Vista.
Gamby's on a date.
I'm authorized to let you know that I could be very flexible on salary if you come to Monte Vista.
She could probably be flexible in a lot of ways for good old Gambino here.
I'm not interested in that job. I'm interested in you.
Oh, smooth. Pew pew pew. Yeah, I don't think he's okay.
What happened to you?
Nothing, I hit my head.
Judging from the outfit, I'd say there's more to that story.
I injected myself with Wendy's powers and went out there. But somebody needed to watch Jennifer.
You didn't beat Glimmer, you just traded one drug for another.
No, this is not me, it's you. You always think the worst of everything. Well, this time, I'm not gonna let you bring me down.
No, move. No, come on. Come on.
He's gone.
Yeah, that bullet placement was not. I mean, that was just not. It sucks, man. What's going on with Nyssa right now, though, in general?
You spoke of great loss, and it's only natural that this teacher's loss has magnified your sufferings.
You know, you just used a word to describe me that my wife never would. Natural.
And that hurts you.
You know, I'm not trying to talk about her behind her back.
Jefferson, you're entitled to all of your feelings.
I'm loving this for some reason. Just this, like, these therapy sessions.
The new police chief plans to acquire dangerous new directed energy guns.
We've been dealing with those since ASA was here.
Not like these. 600% increase in lethality.
Holy shit.
Great. Just great.
I've already started working on a defense against these new DEGs.
Is he just playing that gal pal of his or for this?
When Henderson died, all that Black Lightning could do was just watch. Tobias is walking around shockproof now. That shooter is not walking away from this.
You're wrong, Jeff. You're not thinking clearly.
No, I'm thinking clear as day. Find the shooter.
No.
Oh my god, dude.
We need to talk.
You need to get back in your lane. Excuse me? Here we go. You could have died out there. You really need to stand down. I can't. Not without your father to help you. But you do not have the training.
Right, Dad taught us how to fight.
You're both metas. I'm not a meta. I'm in the way.
Okay, no, Mom, come on. We need you just like we always have, just not out there in the streets.
It's fine. I get it. I'm a liability.
I did not expect to be that conflicted about that conversation.
Your ability to do high-level tech and high-level field work made you invaluable to the ASA. I can use you here in R&D for the same reasons.
He's just
It'll cost you.
He's just trying to get in there so he can like sabotage these guns. Isn't it? Oh, Gambi, you player, man. Damn.
I appreciate y'all for coming.
Still like,
You're here tonight
so she's still like
because Freeman is a mother to all of us, and she's sick.
Switching roles, dual persona in it.
But this here parking lot is off limits every night.
Territory don't mean a damn thing if your customers can't buy product. We in.
People on their feet means more gamblers and drums. Damn, she ain't a bad bitch. The Cobra Cartel will honor the Blackbirds.
No, she looks like she would make a badass Mortal Kombat character. All I'm saying. God, man, this family, it's falling apart. God damn, he looks good in black, man.
Hey, TC.
Hey, everything okay?
Yeah. Look, Gabby's busy. So I'm gonna need
Oh,
you
we
to search
haven't
the
heard from
camera footage
TC
the
for a
shooting
hot
yard.
minute. Oh, no.
Give me the address for who shot that kid.
I'm getting East 23rd Street, apartment 2.
No. God damn it. Oh, Jefferson's bringing the storm.
You're gonna turn yourself in. If not, I'm gonna be back here. We're gonna do this all over again. When you go to the cops, you're gonna be no.
I'm pure and then I'm delusional. And once I'm in your blood, I'll make it suitable.
It's not stopping. He's not stopping, man. He's just... Man, god damn it, Jeff. Guys, I'm worried. I'm worried about Jefferson, man. That's all I gotta say. He's just continuing down this path, and he's lashing out at the people in his family, too. He's expending himself. He's not listening to Gambi's advice on his powers to not, like, flex without his suit, which caused him to pass out on his porch all night long. So I'm not going to linger on that too much because we talked a lot about it last episode. It's depressing to say the least. And I'm wondering what the turning point's going to be for him. Like, he just feels so guilty and powerless all at the same time. And that mixing with his grief and mental state is just, it's just not a good concoction for everything that's going on. I kind of feel bad for Gambi's, like, I can't remember her name. The girl he's been seeing to try to get into her company who's developing these weapons. I wonder how much of that he's saying is true and how much is just to get in there to get these weapon specs and to sabotage it. Because I feel bad. Because she seems to genuinely like Gambi, and now I feel a little bit bad. Feel bad about it. I mean, but he can play a game. All I gotta say. The stuff with Grace and Anissa still confuses me. And I would really like for your all's interpretation on all of that. Because last episode, they were trying an experimental drug. She was in a coma still. They didn't know she was going to wake up. You know, Jennifer was telling her maybe she should start thinking about moving on. But we saw Grace wake up in this. She shapeshifted into a leopard or a panther. I don't remember which it was. But she was awake. Is this something she's been doing during her coma this entire time? Like sleep shifting? Because she was like, I can't deal with this right now. Anissa was. And then she went back to that guy who she had turned down on going out for a drink and dinner with just to have a chill time or whatever. And this is like, I can't deal with this at the moment. And just left Grace. And then they had that weird conversation about, you know, him putting down his dog, which, yeah, fine. Makes sense. Sometimes people have to do that and it's lingering. It hurts. It's a painful thing. But then the way Anissa's talking about it, it almost makes it sound like she's been considering putting Grace down, but we just saw Grace awake. So I'm confused. I need more of an explanation on that whole thing. Jennifer's getting more reckless. Understandably so. She's not really all that concerned with her academic future at this point, which I understand. But I also understand where Lynn's coming from with that. And her powers right now, especially after that DEG hit, seem to be fluctuating a little bit. Gambi's off doing his thing, leaving them vulnerable, not having any tactical advice or information while they're out. Which, if they could just call up TC, I'm curious why TC isn't just there, because wasn't he living at Gambi's shop prior? If this is a new base, I would imagine TC would have access to that as well, because he was like their second tech guy with Gamby. So I don't know what's going on there either, or how that relationship maybe changed in the last year. Then Lynn confronting this conversation she's not only had with Jefferson, but also with her daughters about her place in this whole thing. Like, she doesn't know how she fits into the family really anymore. And, you know, like the psychiatrist said that, you know, she doesn't have a hobby. She just has her family and work. And now she's really barely got her family. She doesn't really have a role with her family anymore now that her daughters are metas. And she's just been focusing on her work, especially with the war and everything that was going on before. She didn't really have a step in there. And the father, Jefferson, was really the one that really mentored them. They even brought that up. It's like, yeah, he taught us how to use our powers. He taught us how to fight. You know, you don't know how to do any of that. You're just temporarily injecting yourself with these powers. You don't have the know-how to get out there and do this thing. And then, of course, she had her addictions with Glimmer before. And Jefferson called her out. He's like, you're just trading that for a whole other addiction. And then it's hypocritical of her to be doing this when she had harped on him all these years for his supposed addiction to using his powers when he was just helping people. I don't think he was actually addicted to the act of helping people. I think he genuinely was trying to help people, which I don't think is the same thing. But it has been a point of contention in their family in the comics as well, is his going out and doing his thing. And then the actual therapy sessions themselves, I really like the couple one last episode, but these individual ones we got in this were so well done. And I like that they're tearing back the layers of both of these characters to try to get to the core of what their problems are right now. And I won't lie, I'm the most interested in those moments. I really like this psychiatrist that they've got, this actress that is playing this role, and the way that those scenes are written. Like, I really get absorbed into those. And then whatever Tobias has going on, then of course we got the Cobras warring off with the 100, and then whatever's going there. They just seem like a background thing right now. And then you have this, like, that while they're trying to like puff up their chests or whatever in the beginning of this episode, they just like at least until they get these DEGs, these upgraded guns that, you know, they're still listening to Blackbird. I guess they're just like, you know, she's still laying down the rules in this. And this was our first glimpse that Anissa is still moonlighting as both Thunder and Blackbird under different personas. Because people, as far as I know, still don't know that those are the same person. She's keeping those identities separate so that they have different symbols while she's manipulating the underground and protecting the streets as like a symbol of, you know, good. I kind of like that duality and the way she's playing her cards with that. It's really interesting. I like that dynamic of her character and the way she's playing that role. But I don't know what it's really early on in the season, so I don't know what the long-term goal or part that the 100 and the Cobras are going to play into this and their feud and their war on the metas, the war against each other, the police's war against metas. The fact that the police are just like wanting to go out and openly like increase the lethality of these weapons they're using to defend themselves against metas. Doesn't make sense. Not really protecting and serving now, are you? Sounds like some discrimination. Sounds like an allegory for some other things, and she's taking things the other way, but I don't know. That's just me and my interpretation of what's going on at the moment. Then another person, we end the episode with yet another person that Jefferson has crippled. Not that these people, at least these last two, the one at the end of last episode who shot Anissa or shot Jennifer, then this one who successfully killed a kid. And that whole thing with that parent showing up at the school and talking with Jefferson about it because, you know, he is a faculty member there. And that whole situation because of the war and the state that they're living, that whole parallel in that way that drudged up his feelings and whatnot. Like those two Like, no doubtly they weren't great people, but that doesn't excuse Jefferson's actions either. I don't know, man. The moral grays, man. The moral grays. All right. That's all I've got on this one. I think that's, I think I've exhausted my thoughts on this episode so far. Guys, what did you think of this one? I'd love to know your thoughts and everything that we talked about here at the end. Remember, unedited reactions, full unedited reactions are available on Patreon or if you become a member here. Otherwise, yeah. If you like this video, support the channel by liking, commenting, subscribing. Anyway, guys, I'll catch you all next week in the next episode of Black Lightning. Take care, everybody.